And it's all
Am
you.
I good?
Way.
Okay. Hi guys. I've never done a Zoom from my laptop before. I've always done it on my phone and I've always joined with my laptop, but I've never actually hosted from my laptop. So if anything is weird or whatever, just let me know. Um, I am going to let you guys know that it's just going to be 20 minutes tonight. I have to work at 6, which is only 4 o'clock here. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, thank you, Tammy, about just how I get my week set up. So obviously it's Sunday night, so it's the best time to be, planning for the week or whatnot. And I'm going to get my little planner out here. So my favorite thing to do is have the week in front of me. It's so nice to have like a clean slate. It makes me feel so like fresh. So the only thing I put on my planner on Sunday night for the week ahead are things that are not Thrive related so that I don't get overwhelmed with seeing all the things. Something that I manage to get overwhelmed with is seeing things I have to do and seeing Thrive things on the same calendar at the same time. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get everything done? So I just like to go through the week before and just write down things I have to do for the week that have nothing to do with Thrive so that I can kind of premeditate when I can do everything else. When in each day am I going to fit in my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Because I have 2 kids and I work a job now that is not regular, I find out on Tuesday what my schedule will be for just 1 week. And so it's not normal for me. It's different. So if I see, so for example, I have absolutely nothing on my day tomorrow except Charlie has gymnastics from 5 to 6, which is always during the team Zoom, right? So like I have nothing all day long except the 30 minutes that this team meets. So it's like, it's a bummer, but it's okay because I know I can get the recording or whatever. So I know that Monday, while the kids are at school, I'll have time to do stuff. But Tuesday, I have to work and Leroy has practice where I have to pick him up and there's like a lot of things that need done. So if I can see these things on Sunday, I can kind of breathe a little bit. So make sure you write down on your week before you write down anything Thrive related, what it is you have to do. Even if it's something simple like grocery shopping, or like write down what day you're going to go so that you can see ahead of time what you're going to do, like what your plan is. So go ahead and take a minute or two and think about what your week's going to look like, what time you have to wake up on some days, if Tuesday and Wednesday are different or Friday and Saturday are different. Just kind of write that down in your planner before we start talking about Thrive. There's just something so refreshing about a clean slate. I don't know. I just feel like just as much as a new year is exciting, so is a new week. It's just a whole new time frame to get things done. Okay, so hopefully you guys had a chance to kind of write that down and get your week prepared. The next thing is reach outs. So obviously that's the one thing that we should focus on the most. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 is obviously the most important in reaching out. I'm going to be honest, since we moved to Arizona, it was in August. So we've been here for like 5 months. It has been so hard to meet new people to talk to. Like I have been I continue making my reach outs have just turned into follow-ups over and over instead of new reach outs. So I've been trying to find new ways to make reach outs. And Courtney Summers did a fantastic thing where she created a new group. And I thought it was so cool. She made a beauty misfits group. I don't know if I'm saying it right or if that's the correct name for it or whatever it is. And I love it because if you guys have met Courtney, you know, like she is so authentic and real. She doesn't need makeup or hair stuff. Like she just always looks pretty and she doesn't need it. But she created a group for people who need help with hair and makeup, people who aren't always in the fashion, know it all. And even though I was a salon owner and Courtney's hairstylist, and I've been with her to help her with her lashes and her lips and everything, I enjoyed the group because I might be good at helping other people, but I'm not so good at doing it on myself. So I thought, this is so good. Like, she can reach out and talk to people about something completely not Thrive related. She can invite her friends, but then now they're going to invite their friends who she can now friend on Facebook, and they can watch her Thrive journey. So I thought, way to go, Courtney. You're a genius. Instead of joining a group, she created her own group where she's in control. She can manage it. And I thought, I want to do that, but what would I do? Like, what would I do? Everything I would ever think of always comes back to Thrive or the beauty industry. And I want to do something different, like something like, what do I like? So I really thought about it for a week or so. And so this shout out totally goes to Courtney. Like, she totally gave me the best idea ever to just create a new group. So I decided to start a book club. I love to read. It's like a hobby. Like, I like to read. I like to listen to books. I like to listen to all kinds of information. It's like an addiction. I listen when I drive. I listen when I'm in the car. I listen when I'm at the store. I'll be at Target trying on bathing suits with my earbuds in. Like, I cannot stop listening to whatever book it is. I work out with music and books. And I like to read when my kids go to bed. So why not start a group where I can have people join me and I can talk about my hobby, but I've created the privacy on the group where they can't be added unless they're friends with me on Facebook. So think right now, while we're on the planning Zoom, think of something you love so much that has nothing to do with Thrive. Nothing. It can be anything. Something like specific that you love to do that maybe even us Thrivers don't know about or think of you as, but something that you think you could talk about all the time. Think about it and think about starting your own group. And then when you have your topic, before you just go and create it and just dive all in, which is my normal, I didn't do that this time. I thought about it. I thought about content I would post in it. Think about it, then you can create your group and even keep it private and kind of make it pretty and make it how you want it before you start inviting people, and use it as a way to meet people who have something in common with you already, and somebody who, when they friend you, they want to go see what you're all about. Obviously, go back through your Facebook page and make sure you look like a thriver, because if they don't know that you're thriving, why would they ask you about it? So definitely, first and foremost, check your Facebook profile. And second of all, make sure your settings in your new group are set up so that they cannot join unless you are friends with them first. Or I've made it to where, it's private, so that you can't search for the group and find it at all. I've made it to where people in the group can invite their friends, but I still have to approve it before they can get in. So I'm telling them, invite your friends to the group, it'll be great. And then when I go and see that they have asked to join, I'm friend requesting them first. So we're friends on Facebook. Okay, now you can be in my group. So that's worked out really good for me. I went through when we moved to Arizona and deleted a lot of people off my Facebook. And a lot of them were thrivers that I had never met and people that I don't really need as far as my business on my Facebook. So I went from like 5,000 friends to like 1,000 friends. So I got room for people, and I'm really trying to make sure it's people who I can reach out to. So now that I've created this group and I have all these new people, I have people I can reach out to. So I can private message these people. Thank you so much for joining my group. I'm so excited to get to know you and what you're into as far as your books, blah, blah, blah. And just make it a community. Something I actually learned at church today was social media is not social. If you just browse your social media, you're going to see a bunch of people whose lives look real, but they're really not. You're going to compare your life to them, and you're going to feel, it can make you feel alone by reading everyone else's stuff. But everyone wants a sense of community. everybody wants to feel included. Everybody wants to know that they belong somewhere. So if you can choose a group that is so important to you that you know you can make everyone feel welcome, that's going to be the best place. Even people who say, I'm an introvert, I don't like to meet new people, I don't like to be in a group setting, I don't like this, they have groups for people like that, because even though they say that, they still want to feel like they're not alone. So once you create your group, just be sure that you're making it like a welcome place where people feel like this person is so welcoming. I wonder what they're like in real life. And just, we're thrivers. We're happy. We make people feel good. So really just think about what you would want your group to be and how you want to make other people feel. Okay, so that's how I want to do my reach outs. I hope I helped you with that. I didn't give like a little break for you to go and create your own group, but that's something, it's time consuming, and definitely really think about it, pray about it, dream about it before you choose something, because it is time consuming to be involved in a group where you run it, and you don't want it to go 3 or 4 days where you don't make a post. You want to constantly be posting it. So make sure it's something you absolutely love. Even if it's Netflix binge watching shows or I don't know what it is. Whatever it is you think, if it's The Bachelor or whatever, something you think you could just talk about nonstop without feeling bored, because the people who join it are going to be people you relate to. The next thing I kind of wanted to talk about was Pinterest. So I have been working on my Pinterest page for years, not because of this business, but because I am 100% all on board with vision boards and the way that they work and the way that they can bring things to your life. Mine's in my room. Here, I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. I got it there, right there. I see it every day. I love it. I love it. I love it. All those pictures came from Pinterest. And so for years, I have posted things that I want to do or that I want to see. So it's so important to me that I've been working on it for so long. I don't know when you log into your Pinterest if it will ask you or not, depending on how many followers or friends you have, or if it matters or not. But it was always saying, want to switch to a business account? And I was like, no, like I'm posting recipes and vacations. Like who would, like, no, that has nothing to do with my business. So one day I went to a friend's profile who doesn't even have a business, and it looked so pretty. Like it looked different, and all her little pictures of her boards were like at the top of it. And I was like, what's that? Why does it look like that? So I just kind of played around with it, and I was like, oh, she has a business account. She's got like 3 people that follow her, and she's not like some sort of big, celebrity or anything like that. So I was like, maybe I should do that to mine, only because I want mine to look pretty like that. No other reason. I wasn't thinking like this is going to be a big, business thing. I just love Pinterest. So I did that. And then I realized it just keeps prompting you to do things different when you switch it from a personal account to a business account. So if you have a bunch of stuff on there that isn't Thrive related, it's okay. It doesn't have to be about the business. Mine was all about my vision boards. You can go look at it. It's all about career, ambitions, passions, joys, faith, friends, family, community, like things like that. So I'm like, okay, what if I created a Thrive board? So if you guys are familiar with Pinterest or not, I'm just going to tell you, when you make a pin and you pin somebody else's pin, it will pin the link to their site. So you might find a really cute Thrive link or Thrive pin and pin it to a board, but if somebody went to your page and clicked on it, it's going to go to their Thrive site. So you really want to think about it, because you might not even realize you're sending people to someone else's link. So I'm like, how do you not do that? Because I pinned it to my board and I'm a business now, so why is it sending it to theirs? I even tried to edit it. It doesn't work when you edit it. It doesn't work that way. You have to take the picture that you want. So what I've been doing is personally taking the pictures from Lavelle, from their Facebook or their Instagram, something that's approved by them, uploading it to Pinterest, and then attaching my link to it. It will let you attach it. You can even go view that it works to your Thrive website before you publish it. When you do that, you can then see how many people are even looking at your post, how many people see the pin, how many people have clicked on it. You can see all the things about it. So I thought, well, that's cool. I posted like 6 different things. It was at Christmas time, so I did a couple of like Christmas pictures with products. And it was a random day. I was getting ready to go to work, and I got an email that I had a new customer, and I didn't know who the customer name was. So I was like, oh, I logged into my cloud. I tried to find the person, and by the time I found the person, I thought, well, maybe they were referred by another customer, so maybe that's why I don't know who they are. Do you do this through Pinterest or the Pinterest app? Both. It's actually easier for me to upload from my phone to the app than it is on the computer. I don't know why the Pinterest Facebook on my computer seems like a hassle to try and copy and paste a picture from Lavelle, whereas like on the Facebook, you can just save it to your phone and then go right over to Pinterest and take the picture and post it. So that's how I do it with them. So I had this influencer provider. I think I did provider. Are you trying to do it right now, Sandra? Are you doing it right now? Like walking through? Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. So I had this new person create an account, and by the time I went to look, they had placed a $1,500 order. I've never met this person. They're living in Florida. They ordered like 12 boxes of men's capsules. I don't even know what they ordered. It was like crazy. I sent it to Tammy. I was like, oh my God, I actually thought it was an accident. I was just like, what the heck? Now, the only thing I'm going to say is I'm still learning this. I'm not an expert at it. This is just something I found. So the only thing I really don't love about it is there's no connection with this person. There's no relationship with this person. I don't know who they are. I can't follow up with them. What are they going to do with this product? Are they going to resell it on Amazon? I don't know. Like, they're not going to try and get their product free. They're not going to know how to do it. That's the only thing I don't love. I do know that when you create an account, or when someone creates an account, you get their email and all that. So I did email this person and say, or text them, one of the two, and I said, hey, my name is Samantha. I saw that you created an account, placed an order with me. I just want to let you know that I'm here if you have any questions. I'd love to chat with you about why you're, like, I've sent 2 or 3 different messages and they never reply. So it's not necessarily worked as far as like gonna make my business grow. It was great to have the one order. That was awesome. But I feel like this is something new that I've just now learned that I can do. This is just now like something I kind of accidentally stumbled upon. So definitely work on your own Pinterest board. I know Sonia, she said to me the other day, she asked me about a recipe and I said, Pinterest, and she's like, oh, I try not to get on there. I get sucked in, which is so true because you do get sucked in. But what if you got sucked in because you were working on your business? Like, what if that's just a new outlet? All these other people have their pictures with their site on it. How many times have we said, don't get anyone's picture off of Pinterest because it probably has their link on it? Well, why not us? I would just say to make sure that it's compliant. Like, don't post somebody else's garbage from Pinterest if it's not compliant. Definitely, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a big thing or a flop, but just think before you post. Don't post any of the things we're not allowed to say. Don't promise anything that can't be, can't be met. And also, please try and speak with them if you get an order and let me know how it works, because I don't know what is going to come of it, but maybe we'll be the only team. Maybe we'll go Pinterest famous. I don't know. That could be a thing. So definitely think about that. And if you need to go look at my page, like I said, I only have like 5 or 6 things on there, but I took a picture from Lavelle or Facebook and I made the caption my own. So it sounded like I was, talking about it. So it really sounds like me. I definitely made hashtags, use hashtags, because That's how people find things on Pinterest, is if it's hashtag. So definitely hashtag it. Make sure your link is correct. You can view it before. Oh, way to go, Courtney. Yay. So Courtney, I called Courtney first because Courtney said she had a friend who lived in another state that was going to place a big order. So I was like, maybe that's her. And it wasn't. I wanted to make sure before I got too excited. So yes. So Courtney, that is awesome. Yes, Courtney, she's the real MVP here, guys. So if you need more business advice, go to her. She's fantastic. The last thing I want to talk about, I have to go get ready for work, so I'm not going to keep you too much longer, is why it's important to connect with a leader. You guys, we've all, anyone that's on this chat, I can see we've all been in this for enough time to where we probably know the answers to anyone's questions. Just don't do it alone. Even if you know the answer, and even if it's a simple answer, when you are connecting with someone, it just takes the pressure off. People are gonna want to talk to you, yes, because they're intrigued by your post or your conversation. But when you add somebody to the chat, not only does it take the pressure off of you, but you're teaching them that when they decide to thrive, it's okay to put you in their chat. If you don't start off correctly, then you're never going to get the people who join you to do it correctly. You want to show them. It is so simple. Like, we all know that you don't say, this is my upline. And we all know I'm going to throw you into a three-way chat. We all know not to say that. We all know how to do it. So instead of like just telling everyone else how to do it, we really have to make sure we're doing that for our people, because it's really, really, really hard to train someone to do that who's never been in a three-way chat or never been in a group chat. So even if I've been here 4 years, I'm still like, I try to get things sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, Tammy, three-way chat coming your way. Can you help me out with this person? And I kind of sound like I don't know what I'm doing, but sometimes I know, but I really just want Tammy to just, it just makes it more of a community thing. Like I was saying, everyone wants to feel welcome and involved. And when you can throw someone in a chat who can make your customer or thriver or promoter or whatever feel welcome and realize that we are all fun and we're all, we're all in this together and we're all helpful, then it's going to let them feel like, okay, so it is so easy to add someone. Why would I do all the work? I'll add someone else. And that's just how we're going to train people to do things the correct way. So don't try to make it too hard. Keep it simple. I hope you guys learned a little bit about making a new group for yourself and taking your Pinterest page to a business page. And also just remember that some people are intimidated by our social media posts because we look like we're having the greatest time and they're feeling left out, or that they feel like they're not good enough, or they feel like they can't be a part of this. Make sure you're creating relationships with them, reaching out to them, and just having conversations with people so that they know we're not intimidating, we're not scary, we're actually really friendly and fun, and we want to talk to them too. So on that, you good, Tammy?
It's perfect. Thank you, Samantha. Have fun at work tonight. You guys, I will post the recording here in just a few minutes. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.